Aquarius, we're back again. The divine is not giving up. It's either you or the divine. Someone is tapping into my energy over and over again saying, Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. We are not giving up on Aquarius. Aquarius need another reading. And that is exactly what I heard, clear as day, from a masculine energy. Aquarius need another reading. Aquarius need another reading. So imagine. I mean, my goodness gracious me. Let's see what's going on, Aquarius. Let's find out exactly why I'm here today, delivering this message to you today. First card out is Power. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice way to start. Straight away, I'm looking at the characters of Ghost. This isn't even the Power card. I do have a TV tarot deck with the TV show Power in it, with the character Ghost in it. Black man, and then 50 cents in it as well, along with the white guy Tommy. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at that kind of energy. Someone who's been ghosting you, someone who's been distant, someone who hasn't really been around, someone who is busy building their firm foundation, you or them. I feel like you're separated from someone at this time. They're getting in their power, leveling up, and so are you. You have no idea what they're doing behind the scenes. They have no idea what you're doing behind the scenes. You're mentally conflicted because I guess you really wish you knew what was going on over there. But the truth of the matter is, destiny is already activated on both sides of the coin. It's only important now that you stand your ground and you be true and honest and integritous with yourself. And you've got to choose not to suffer in silence. So you're sitting on something, not saying something. There's been a disruption. Whatever you said in the past, it created a ripple effect, a negative one, not a positive response, not a positive situation. And as a result, you've had to go inside of yourself, restore, rebalance, and realign to your throat chakra, to your truth, and clear any confusion in the mind. I'm just going to scream at the cat. I'm really sorry, because the cat is halfway up the wall, 6 foot up, climbing up the ceiling. Oh, she's heard me before I've had to scream. Excuse me? Do you mind? Let's get back to the reading. Triumph is coming out next, followed by the base chakra. Now, what I actually want to do is I want to go in with a combination deck from the Hermetologist because I feel like there's really interesting stuff due to come out. When I'm looking at the base chakra, I hear you. You're like, okay, tell me about the base chakra then. What does that mean? That's the outcome. So at the end of the day, whatever's happened in your life, whatever's gone on, whoever you're dealing with, whatever this destined event was, it's resulted in you having to go right back down to your root chakra and start again and rebuild. Yeah, it's not a negative. I'm not beating you down. I'm not telling you any kind of negative bullshit, but I am keeping it 100. And I'm so sorry because I feel like I do this a lot with people over here because everyone goes on a chakra journey and they think one fucking chakra meditation is the cure and suddenly they've unlocked their root chakra. And I believe, personally, this is my own unique philosophy, which I have been studying for 7 years now. I am adamant and certain that in order for you to truly unlock at least your 7 chakras and truly be on a spiritual ascension path, walking in your destiny at this time, you've got to go on a chakra journey for 7 years, and you've got to be studying chakras actively and living ethnographically in the chakra experience for at least 7 years. I can see that you are only now stepping onto the chakra journey, so it will be a very long, lengthy period for you, even though your throat chakra has already been activated. Yeah, everyone activates different chakras at different times. For example, I started the chakra journey already in 2016, for example. But when I started the chakra journey and started studying the root in year 1 of my study, I had already had my third eye activated, right? There are different nuances, variables, inferences, fractals that surround a situation over and over again. So although I already had my third eye open and I was seeing spirit and I was clearly clairvoyant at the time, that didn't take away from the fact that I still had to go through the root chakra, the sacral, the solar plexus, the throat, and the heart over a 5-year period before I actually arrived at the third eye and truly knew the third eye, studied the third eye inherently then. Yeah? So we're talking about studying a load of different stuff, a lot of different things that we're into, and not just actively speaking on things, but actively doing things, yeah? Because I can see here that you're very good at communicating and you can speak all day about what you believe in and what you stand for and what you do, and you do a lot of amazing, incredible things. But what I also see more than anything else is that you're actually not actively living in that truth, okay? Not everyone can do that from the standpoint I'm coming from, because it's a little bit egoic for me to even say that, so I do apologize if you take offense. But I'm saying that I'm coming from a philosophical standpoint, a researcher standpoint. The main quote I'll link to this reading is, all the worlds Sorry guys, the window's open, a lot of vehicles going past. All the world is a stage, and men and women are merely players in it. We have our entrances and we have our exits, yeah? That's from Shakespeare. And that's what life is, yeah? We are merely players in this game called life. We come in, we go out, we do good things, we do bad things. Life's great, life's shit. We learn, we live, we die, we start again. So it's really about how are you acting in your, if this is your life story, if the stage is centered around you and your life, Aquarius, what scene are we at? Are the curtains opened? Are the curtains closed? Are we in the middle of an interlude? Are we having a quick break? Who's on stage at this time? Is it you? Is it a co-star? Is it the rest of the cast? I mean, how many people are in the audience? Who's watching? How much have they paid for a seat? Is there a VIP box? Do you get what I mean? That's the fractals of life. And only when you truly understand that the world is a stage and we are merely players in it, can you truly become the actor that you are destined to be. If you understand what actor network theory is, once again studying and researching different ideologies about life existence as we know it, then you will understand that actor network theory also outrightly screams for Shakespeare's quote there, because it talks about being the actor in your own network. Do you understand what agency is? Personal agency, the ideologies of agency is really important. That's an ideology in psychology. Yeah, being an agent of change, an agent of chaos. We can talk about those ideologies as well. Really important systems of selfhood and identity, and how we function and exist and govern and be an individual, unique person in today's society. It is the full moon today, and the full moon card is out. And with that, I see there's been some kind of soul crime. There's something going on here. Either with, no, this is your energy. You've been working with someone. I feel like I'm connecting with a masculine, working with a masculine, or trying to work with a masculine, trying to get on a team, trying to get on a board, trying to get some kind of contractual agreement. But there's been a lack of confidence here because there isn't the background knowledge you're worried about. You haven't got the expertise, you're overly emotional. You could have been opening up to a friend or a business partner, but I see a man opening up to another man. And this is friendship, this isn't same-sex relationships or anything romantic. This is in business or friendship or family. Two men coming together, one of them is crying to the other because they are very kind of trapped about something that's happened that has left them financially struggling, imbalance, maybe a breakdown in a relationship, a real upset, end to a marriage, end to a relationship, and a desire to move towards something more passionate, right? Bachelor's coming out on top of that, yeah. Somebody wants a new beginning here in a relationship, in love, in a connection. I've got Capricorn coming out, Scorpio coming out, Taurus coming out, so they could all be involved. And now I see three people, three guys coming together, group of friends, or business partners or colleagues. You could be going for drinks or something like that. But at the end of the day, this 2D energy is talking about some sly guided events, yeah? Something's been guided, something's been ordained, something's been destined, and as a result, it's been slowly growing. But everyone's had to really look at themselves and clear their mind and get their energy right, because you can't have a new beginning in a toxic environment. Do you get what I mean? I mean, at the end of the day, think about your life as a stage, as a theatre performance. And every now and then, before we bring out the next act, every now and then we've got to adjust the set. We've got to close the curtains for an interlude. There's an intermission. I feel like that's the key word. Currently, Aquarius, you're having an intermission. You need a fucking moment. I told you the other day to take 2 weeks off. I believe you still haven't done that. I have been told that some of you guys do not have the luxury to take 2 weeks off because you can't just get annual leave like that, and the world's got to keep ticking. Then I ask you, okay, what kind of lifestyle are you living, and what goals are you setting for yourself, so in the future you can easily have 2 weeks off when you want to, yeah? Self-employed, entrepreneur, independent, CEO, boss bitch, boss motherfucker. It's time to boss up. If you can't take 2 weeks off whenever you want to in this game called life, then who are you playing for? That means you're not the lead in your own story. That means you're kind of somewhat imprisoned. I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it like that because it's really important. Freedom's really important for me. I don't like to feel trapped and forced into any situation, and I'm creating a really large business where I am going to be limited and stuck for periods of time. I'm not going to be able to just fly off and go here and there and everywhere because I've got to manage everything else going on. So I get that as well for you guys, but it's about having the freedom. I've been talking a lot today about the degrees of freedom. I've got a publication out that came out in Q2. If you go to the report section of the Hermetology website, you can check out Q2 report, and in there I talk about the degrees of freedom. Yeah, when we're talking about the Great Depression and the recession and what that means, and how to make sure that you're valuing your life correctly. Yeah, put more value on your life. More than you're putting value on money, more than you're putting value on other people and other people's views on you. The audience isn't the show here. You're looking at the audience, but they're not the show. They're looking at you. You're the show. So how are you performing? They've paid to come and see you. Yeah? The intuition here is linked to you're being guided. You've been guided for a long time. Someone's been helping you for a long time, but the truth of the matter is you haven't been trusting your intuition. You haven't been listening to it. There could be a pissed off woman or a pissed off man, and at the end of the day they've pulled away and removed all emotions from the situation as well, and as a result you're emotional now. You're really emotional and you're trying to transmute that, change that, and trying to make some major changes in your life because you feel like you deserve a major achievement, or you want to align to someone and change the world, I get. Like change something major. But at the end of the day, that can't really be done until whatever this issue is internally is resolved, yeah? And you've got to make sure you're doing it from a place of clear vision, clear sight, and that you're dealing with your karma and you're looking at yourself. It's like I see someone pissed off and irritated at you. It could be an ex. Could be someone you just broken up with. Could be someone, a lover, someone that you work with. Could be a family member or friend. I see you confiding in other people about this relationship and the struggle that's gone on. And I guess kind of the guilt and maybe a little bit of shame and embarrassment around this, because there was a lot of things unknown, a lot of things you didn't see, a lot of things you didn't know about, and as a result you just didn't act in the best possible way. I feel like your reading's also a little bit linked to Leo's reading, so you could be dealing with a Leo, yeah? Someone acting a little too hasty, not thinking things through, yeah? Showing off. Once again, the Emperor's energy is out here, yeah? A lot of major situations going on in your life at this time, and that's God challenging you. Are you going to go back to your old patterns? Are you going to find a quick solution? Are you going to do the work? Yeah, because the truth of the matter is, you can either be really, really lazy and find the quickest solution to a problem, then go about your day and it's solved. Like, for example, there's a crack in the wall, right? Or there's a crack in in one of your bathrooms or bedrooms on one of the tiles. You can see it's a bit wonky, it's a bit wobbly. You can put a little bit of blue tack behind it. You can put a little bit of plaster behind it, go about your day. But the truth of the matter is, you look at that wall, you can see all that wall's been unstable for a long time. The truth of the matter is, that whole wall's unstable. But you know what? Instead of me actually taking the initiative to fix that whole wall and actually take time to save up the money, get the investment and get that wall repaired all the way through, it's going to cost me 10, 20k. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to buy £5 bit of plaster from the store, and then I'm going to plaster up the whole wall, paint over it. You'll never know it's there. Bob's your uncle. Not a good idea at all. Because at the end of the day, a year from now, 2 years from now, that crack's still going to be there. And when it does reveal itself again, oh my God, is it going to be worse than it initially was? Yeah? Once again, I'm getting the vision in my head of, you've got damp in the house. Okay, what do? You get a bit of damp paint over it. Oh, it's gone. But it's not gone. You've hid it. So this is for you spiritually. Whatever you're doing, whatever you've been doing with your chakras, whatever you've been doing in your relationships, whatever you've been doing with your spiritual work, whatever you've been doing with your finances, it's okay. Right, it's getting a bit sticky over here. Let me just put a rug over it. Yeah? Let me just brush that underneath the table. Oh, I'm sweeping up in here. Let me just sweep up underneath the desk. Sweep up into the corners. Sweep up over there. It'll be fine. Okay, keep doing that and give yourself a month, and you're going to have a mountain of shit in the corners and underneath that table. Clean up right. Do things right. Resolve things from the roots. Solve the issue. Find adequate solutions to problems. Because quick fixes lead to really, really, really rapid failures down the line. And you want to be smart enough to take the longer route. My grandma always used to say to me, long way draw breath, short way draw blood. Yeah? And that was her way of saying, if you walk through that alleyway just over there, we know that this area is dangerous. The likelihood is someone can come out, grab you, stab you, and you're wounded. Right? But if you walk 2 more minutes round the block, right? Yeah, you're going to be out of breath, but you're going to be alive. Yeah? So all the time, any time I wanted to take the quick alleyway at night time, I would hear my grandma in my head saying, short way draw blood, long way draw breath. And she'll just leave it with you. Do you want to risk getting bloody and potentially die that way, or risk being out of breath. And I'm going to leave that with you there. And you can sit with that thought and think about that, okay? The short way will draw blood, and the long way will draw breath. What way will you choose moving forward?